Hello, welcome to piano today. I'm so excited because we're learning a new interval today, so you have to pay very close attention to how we do it. But before we get started, if you don't mind liking and commenting on this video, if you're enjoying piano with me, I'd love to see those happy comments written. Next, don't forget to subscribe, right? So subscribing is easy. It's one button. You can do it. It's right below this video. Make sure that you're subscribed so you can keep up with all of your piano lessons, okay? Next, don't forget to join Discord if you're not there already. This is where you get all the feedback on your piano learning progress. So if you want to hear from me and have my comments available on your piano playing, make sure to join your class channel and I will make sure you're there, okay? Thanks so much. And then finally, you guys are the reason why these lessons keep coming. My patrons, you guys have made a monthly financial commitment to keep these lessons coming, and I'm so grateful for you. This channel wouldn't be here without you, so thank you for that continued support. All right, friends, well, let's get started. Go ahead and pull out your lesson book, okay? Lesson book! Now, in your lesson book last time, we learned Ode to Joy. So let's see if we can play through Ode to Joy together and give it a good pass, okay? All right, so let's turn to page 7. All right, there it is. Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. I'm going to switch to piano view, and we will find our spot to begin and play this lovely song together, okay? C position, allegro tempo, and make sure to remember to do that repeat at the end of line 4 back to line 3, okay? Here we go. Ode to Joy. 1, 2, ready, play. And there it is. All right. Wow. Good work. Wasn't that fun? Ode to Joy is like one of those songs that just makes you instantly happy, right? It's iconic. Everybody knows this song. So lucky you that you have learned it and now you can play it for people and it's really exciting. All right. Bravo. Okay, well, we are going to move on, all right? So moving on from Ode to Joy, fixing a couple things here, let's turn the page. We're going to turn to page 8 in our lesson book now, okay? Now remember at the beginning of lesson when I mentioned we were learning a new interval today? Hello, here it is. We are learning the interval of a sixth this time, okay? Now, a sixth is when you're going to skip 4 white keys on the piano, okay? Now, typically we feel that when our interval is at a fifth, that's the most natural interval because each finger, we have 5 fingers, each finger has its own key, right? But when we stretch that interval one more note to a sixth, one of our fingers is going to be doing double duty. Okay, so in this case, it's either going to be a finger 1 thumb or a finger 5 pinky. Okay, just so we can comfortably reach the interval of that 6th. Okay, now we know that 6ths here are going to be written line note to space note or space note to a line note. Okay, it kind of looks like a 5th, but it's a little bit further apart. Okay, so you have to really analyze those notes carefully on the staff when you're trying to determine if it's a 5th or a 6th. Okay, now for the interval of a 6th, we can play it melodically, which you're very good at doing, individual notes one at a time, or you can play it harmonically, right? That's when you play it at the same time. All right, so looking on page 8, towards the middle of your page, let's play these right hand melodic and harmonic intervals, okay? Let's switch to piano view. You can do this. All right. So middle of page 8, you'll see it right there. It says melodic intervals and harmonic intervals. Let's play it in the right hand to begin. So my right hand's on my finger 1, middle C, and let's count off. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Up a 2nd, back to C, up a 3rd, back to C, up a 4th, back to C, up a 5th, back to C, up a 6th. There it is. You see my pinky did double duty. My pinky was on my G, but I've stretched it up now to the A. Okay, let's play that again. I won't say anything this time. Right hand melodic intervals in C position. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Very nice. Okay, now let's do it harmonically. We're playing those notes at the same time now. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, stretch to 6th, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Very nice. So you managed to play all of your intervals now from a 2nd all the way to a 6th in the right hand, both melodically and harmonically. Now we got to switch hands, okay? We do have another hand. So let's try doing the same patterns in the left hand this time, okay? Back to piano view. All right, so C position for the left hand now. I have my pinky finger 5 on C. Here we go. Bottom of page 8. 1, 2, ready, play. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Awesome. Very good. Yeah, you see, the thumb this time is doing double duty between that G and the A. Okay, let's try it harmonically now. So at the bottom of page 8, we're looking at the harmonic intervals for the left hand. Let's count off. 1, 2, ready, play. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Awesome job. Yeah. Great work on those intervals, both melodically and harmonically. Now we can take a look at what we're learning for this week's song, okay? We have a new song here called Lavender's Blue, okay? Another very classic song, folk tune, that you may have been hearing as a small kid, maybe on one of those old CDs or playlists that your parents used to play you. Yeah, so Lavender's Blue is one of those songs. We have a really interesting presentation here though, because we're in 3/4 time, okay? 3/4 time, as you know. 3 beats a measure, quarter note gets the beat, okay? We also notice that both hands have a chance to play sixths, okay? I know this because I've gone through and marked all of them. But I'm going to give you the chance to go through and mark all your sixths now, okay? So grab your pencil and see if you can go through those first 2 lines, or even the last line as well, all 3 lines of the song, and see if you can circle your sixths, okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, so I know that sixths are written line note to space note or space note to line note. Okay, so I see 1. And then it's melodic, and then there's a harmonic one. Okay. I'm looking here at the second line, and there's one there. I see it in the left hand. A harmonic sixth. And then continuing on in that last line. Oh yeah, there are none there. So total, we have 3 times where we have sixths in this song. One of them is presented melodically, and then the other 2 are harmonic, okay? So let's see how this song sounds, all right? We'll switch to piano view, and we'll go over the right hand notes. I will be playing it hands together though, okay? So look carefully and listen carefully. Here we go. Lavender's Blue, mezzo forte. Now I see we're gonna be in that C position, and I know that because, well, up until this point we've been learning sixths in C position. So my pinky finger 5 left hand is on my C, and my right hand finger 1 is on my middle C. Okay. Now I see the first interval in the left hand is a third, and then a third again, and then I see a fourth, 5 and 2, and then another fourth. Okay. Now let's see what this first line sounds like, and then we'll move on. Here we go. I'm going to count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. C, G, G, 5th, F, E, D, C, C, A, 6th, G, F, E, D. And that's the top line, okay? Now, it's really important that you have those sixths marked. 2 of them are happening in the right hand. I see that happening in measure 3 in my right hand. C, stretch up to A, and then it's harmonically played in the last measure of line 1. Okay, make sure that's marked in your music. Let's try line 1 again. And I'm not going to say any note names this time, okay? Listen carefully. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Very good. Let's keep going. Line 2, let's say our right hand note names. Okay? 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. C, G, G, 5th, F, E, D, C, F, there's a 6 in the left hand, E, D, C, G, F, E, D, and then it repeats, okay? So line 2 is a little bit more complicated. You see what's happening in that third measure? Line 2, measure 3 in the left hand. There's our left hand sixth, C and A. So we have a 6th, shrinks down to a fifth, then to a fourth, and a third, and then it finishes it out. Okay, is that the third sixth that you found circled in your music? All right, good job if it was. Let's see if we can play line 2 one more time. I'm actually going to say my interval names when they come up in the left hand, okay? Here they go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Third, third, sixth, fifth, fourth, third. And then the whole song repeats the first 2 lines. Let's play through it. Keep going. The last line. There's that C in the left hand, continues in the right. G, F, E, D, C. G, F, E, D, C. Fifth in the left hand and third in the right. Very good, yeah. So we have a lot of really cool stuff happening in that left hand and the right hand in the last line. We have a big diminuendo at the end, right? We also have ritardando. So we have a gradual slowing down at the end. We have some really interesting articulation with staccato and then a nice long fermata at the end, okay? So I hope that really excites you because this song is actually a very pretty little song to be able to play through and learn today, okay? Let's see if we can play through the whole thing now. If you're not quite ready to play all the way through, that's okay. Follow through with your music, following your pencil, or choose just one hand to play along, okay? You can do this. All right, here we go. Here we are. Looking there. Very nice. C position. I'm going to count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. And there is Lavender's Blue. Wasn't it pretty? Yeah, I think you'll have a lot of fun practicing this one. But remember, the The key is to pay extra close attention to those intervals in reading on the staff, right? So if you see that those notes are pretty far apart and they look further apart than a fifth, then it's probably a sixth, okay? Line note to space note or space note to line note, okay? Excellent work. I'm so proud of you all. All right, well, let's close that lesson book and hop on over to our technique. All right, now in your technique book, there it is. We're going to turn to group 2 on page 4. We are going to do A and B only, okay? So we have 5 fingers on 6 keys. That is A exercise. And B, when I am king, okay? Now remember, with technique, you play these as many times as you need to, right? It's to build those finger muscles and train our brains how to read those 6 in our music, okay? You can play them fast, you can play them slowly, play them loudly, play them softly. You do as many different things as you need to help you remember all of the wonderful, fun things that we learn in technique, okay? These are not songs that I check. These are just to build your muscles, okay? So let me play you A, and then I'll play you B, so you can hear what they sound like. All right, let's do it. Excellent. So 5 fingers on 6 keys. I see a bunch of staccatos, okay? All right, C position. Here we go. I will be doing repeats, so be very mindful of that, okay? Here we go. Here's 5 fingers on 6 keys. Group 2, page 4, A. 1, 2, ready, play. Repeat. There it is, 5 fingers on 6 keys. Now, I do want to make a note of this one. You see on the second line where you actually have a dotted quarter note, 8th note rhythm? Yeah. So typically, we're only used to playing it when we're holding out the dotted quarter note. But we actually have a staccato dot under the dotted quarter note. It kind of looks like there's a bunch of dots under one chord. That means that we're still going to have our dotted quarter note rhythm, but we're going to play it short. Staccato, right? So. Right? So make sure that you're aware of that when you're practicing, okay? All right. Now let's try B, when I am king. Here we go. Here we go, 3/4 time with repeats. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. And that is B, group 2 exercise. Yeah, that's a fun one. I see like that one being probably the easier one because it's very similar to your song, Lavender's Blue. So now you see why we assign technique along with our songs. They're related to the songs that you're learning. So there's a reason for it, right? I'm not just trying to like pack all the music on you to practice for these 2 weeks, huh? You use those technical exercises to help you learn your songs, okay? Now, I hope you have fun with those techniques. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and open our theory book now, okay? You have a little bit of homework this week. In our theory book, I want you to turn to page 7. Okay? And on page 7, you will see a page called Measuring Sixths. Now, this page is all about the new interval we learned today, right? These pages, you know, by now, we really have to follow the directions very carefully because they give you a lot of information, okay? If you can follow all of those instructions on this page, then you're really going to know sixths very well, okay? I have no doubt that you'll be able to understand sixths after practicing these cool songs and this theory page, okay? Very good. Awesome. Well, that concludes our lesson for today. You've done a remarkable job learning your piano. It's so fun to think like some of you have been learning piano with me for like the last 19 months. Isn't that exciting? And you're just like blazing through all the music that we're learning and you're just soaking it all in, and that's like the coolest thing ever. I'm so happy that you chose my YouTube channel to help you with your piano learning journey. You know we have a lot of fun here. All right, well, we are going to end our lesson with a music quote. You know how things go, right? All right, so today's music quote is from the English composer Frederick Delius, and this is what he says. There's only one real happiness in life, and that is the happiness of creating. Isn't that true? So when you're doing something like creating something new, playing on the piano, drawing, painting, playing a game, anytime you're creating something, writing, it's a lot of time it's very self-motivating, right? You don't necessarily have to someone has to tell you to go do something like that, especially when you have that self-motivation from inside. It can make you really happy sometimes because it's like nobody can take that away from you. It's your own thing. You're in your own little world. So I hope you find some happiness in creating some music at the piano. You know, it doesn't always have to be the music in the book. Maybe you just plink around and find some really fun little melody yourself. So take that as a little motivation for this week. At the end of your practice sessions, give yourself 5 minutes to just play around a little bit on the piano. Maybe you come up with something pretty cool. A fun melody, a spooky melody, something quiet, something loud. Have some fun with it, okay? Thanks so much for joining me today for piano. We always have a good time. Get some good practice in, and I'll see you on Patreon, and I'll see you on Discord and YouTube as well, okay? Bye, friends. See you later.